Hey guys, this is Paul with rcFoamFighters, back out again to fly. This is the new version of the FF-35V2 for the smaller prop. And it's got a 6-inch prop on the back. I'm running just a small drone motor. It's a T40, or it's a F40 T motor, running a 6x4.2 prop. That's a drone prop on there. This one is reduced from the bigger size. The bigger size one is 29-inch wingspan. This one is 24-inch wingspan, just like the 50mm EDF version. So this will be a little bit smaller, a little easier to transport, and maybe a little bit better for a park flyer or for smaller power systems. So I've got a 1800 milliamp 4S battery in there. The ESC I have is a little bit large. I got an 80 amp ESC. Should be able to put a lighter one, a smaller one, probably a 40 or 50 amp would be definitely overkill. But right now I got an 80 amp ESC in there. That's the only one I had lying around. It's a BL Heli Cobra Racewing ESC. So those are good for, you know, these drone type motors that have a lot more magnet poles. Anyway, let's get it plugged in, throw it in the air. This will be the maiden flight. Let's see how it does. Okay guys, here's maiden flight. Let's see how she does. Whoa! Damn, touchy on the controls. Okay guys, she's up in the air. Let's see, let me get her trimmed out. Looks like we got a little torque roll to the left. Looks like she's flying good though. With this F40 T motor, drone motor, it was only pulling I think like 33 amps, had about 450 watts. So that's still not, you know, near the limitations of this motor. You may even be able to go to 5S. So I think it's rated continuously to 45 amps, and close to 1,000 watts actually is the max. I think it was like 900. So it's a pretty powerful little drone motor, the F40. Okay, put a little trim in. See, it looks like I'm nosing down a tiny bit too, so I think, there we go, I think we're almost dialed. So that's just a little over half throttle. There, it's cruising pretty good. Definitely has more power than the 50mm EDF version. You know, props definitely have more thrust for the overall wattage. So this one will probably be the last in the series of the FF-35V2, at least for now. I may go back and may make a mid-size one at a 64mm size. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments. You know, that might be even something I'll do with the FF-117. If you guys want a 64mm version, let me know. Let's see, battery size, you'll probably be able to run from 1500 to maybe 2200 milliamp in this plane. Right now, like I said, I'm running an 1800 milliamp 4S, so that's kind of right in the mid spot. Overall weight, all up weight was right about 21 ounces, so that's not too bad for a 24-inch wingspan plane. Looks like she's flying pretty good. This actually might be one of the best out of the whole series, I think. You know, for the power to weight ratio and just the size and overall performance. Yeah, the winds today are roughly about 6 miles an hour with about 10 to 12 mile an hour gusts, it said on the weather report. So you can see it move around a little bit up high, and that's from the wind. This plane also does have the 3D printed motor mount on the back. I'll put the free model. It's pretty much the same motor mount that's used on the bigger version. If you don't have a 3D printer, you can probably improvise, just make a small wooden motor mount. The back elevator surfaces, you do have to cut down a little bit, you know, to be able to fit the prop in there. So that part isn't 100% scale. I guess, well, none of the plane's 100% scale, but, you know, it is altered from the other EDF version. But overall, it doesn't seem to affect the performance much. Yeah, my first launch didn't go so well. I had too much aileron programmed in, so it was very sensitive in the roll. So I dialed that back for this flight. And then after I did that, it had a successful launch. And part of that is I think I put the elevator surfaces on a different hole notch on the little control surface horns, so that made it move a little more than needed. So with quad elevons, you know, you don't have to have them move a whole lot to be very effective. With the 1800 milliamp battery, you should get a fairly good flight time. You know, if you went with 2200, it'd be definitely even more. 15 or 1600 milliamp should be okay and give you, you know, at least probably around 4 or 5 minutes. You know, depending on how you're flying. As long as you're not flying full throttle the whole time. You know, 1/2 to 3/4 throttle is plenty for this plane. And that's what I've been flying mostly. Let's see, let's try and do... Oh. There's full throttle there. Not super fast, but not bad. Yeah, overall, I definitely like the FF-35V2, how it turned out. You know, the semi-scale looks and just the overall flight characteristics. It's a really good plane. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring it around and bring her in. If I can slow her down, she's cruising. Ooh, coming in a little fast. Okay guys, that's the FF-35V2 smaller 6-inch prop version.